Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 60 plus days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is going to offer many different twists and turns, as well as revelations in this film that will lead to saga-wide implications in this story by JJ, Disney, and Lucasfilm that's going to totally reshape the entire Star Wars franchise as we know it, and whether or not that's going to be a good or a bad thing really does all depend on how the movie's going to be executed on the big screen, and how it's all really going to resonate with fans. So with that being said, this movie does have a lot to offer when it comes to the nostalgia and of course all the different revelations as well. Now these past couple of weeks or so we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now specifically shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be standing in front of Palpatine inside of his throne room, where it's explained that Palpatine is said to be giving Kylo Ren a lecture about the dark side of the Force, and his grandfather Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. It's that Palpatine begins to reveal to Kylo Ren that he could offer Kylo the power that his grandfather once had, where Sidious is said to reveal to Kylo Ren a single-bladed lightsaber that was constructed sometime before the events of Episode 4, where it's said that Palpatine unveils that this was Vader's backup lightsaber in case if the other got destroyed, and that if Kylo is worthy and willing to go through with his training, he will grant Kylo his grandfather's prototype lightsaber that was never used and was meant to be used by Vader at one point in time that Palpatine kept locked away. It's that Palpatine unveils that he had the saber constructed in one of the Dark Temples, and that the hilt design is said to be similar to Darth Maul's new one, seen in Solo: A Star Wars Story, however, is only a single-bladed lightsaber, one in the upcoming film. Is that this single blade connects to the visions earlier in the movie of an older Kylo Ren as a Sith Lord that would show a potential future of Kylo Ren. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the thing that's so exciting about this is that this does indeed connect to the previous leaks that we went over about the visions of a older Kylo Ren as a Sith Lord with the yellow Sith eyes, the slicked back hair, and of course the single-bladed red lightsaber that would be seen in, of course, the upcoming visions that would show a potential future of Kylo Ren. Now, this particular scenario is said to take place inside of Palpatine's new throne room, in case you guys have no idea about what his throne room is actually going to look like and where it's actually going to be placed. It's actually underneath the surface of the world of Exegol. Now, Exegol is a brand new world that's over in the unknown regions, that is a dead world full of lightning storms. There is zero life on this world except for Palpatine and his forces, and it's all based underneath the surface. So basically, Palpatine's new throne room is said to be based in a cave-like environment, where his new throne is said to actually be 10 feet high, and during this particular scene, Palpatine is actually said to reveal and unveil a prototype lightsaber, a backup lightsaber that was actually meant for Darth Vader that was never used, that Palpatine is offering to Kylo Ren as a way to lure him to the dark side further, and to kind of give him an incentive to join the new Sith Empire by Palpatine's side, and that he is promising Darth Vader's power to, of course, Kylo Ren. Now, that is something, of course, that Snoke could not promise that Palpatine is now giving to Kylo Ren. And the biggest question open on the table for discussion here is, of course, will Kylo Ren fall for Palpatine's manipulation in The Rise of Skywalker in this particular scenario? That's a big question, right? We do know that Anakin Skywalker fell for it. Will Kylo Ren fall for the same tricks here by Palpatine in Episode 9, giving us a little bit of a poetic moment between grandfather and grandson in Star Wars Episode 9. So, apart from all of this, the other piece that I do want to go over is that the design of Darth Vader's backup lightsaber is said to be very similar to Darth Maul's brand new one that we saw in Solo: A Star Wars Story, and of course in Star Wars Rebels. It all connects, and it's actually said to be that, except just a single-bladed hilt. So keep that in mind. It's got that little curvature, little end on Darth Vader's new backup lightsaber that will be offered to Kylo Ren. This is basically Palpatine's way of manipulating Kylo in order to give him an incentive to join the dark side and to really embrace the power of the Beyond. The power of the Beyond, in case you guys did not know, is said to be a power that exceeds the dark side of the Force and the light side combined. And that's going to be a very intriguing thing to see on the big screen, to see exactly how Palpatine is going to utilize that power and how it really does in fact lead to a brand new power called a Force Storm and Force Conduit that he will use on both Rey and Kylo Ren in Episode 9, so that's another thing to keep in mind here. Now, lastly, I will say that Palpatine is said to be far stronger than anyone ever before in this movie, and that's exactly what JJ wants to introduce to the Star Wars fans by introducing new Star Wars lore and new experiences for the audience once it actually releases come this December. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.